welcome back to Getting to Know the Grimes.
It's your girl QIANA.
And I'm KD. And look, this one is a highly requested vlog that y'all been asking for, so we had to do it. None other than we got left in Jamaica.
We got left in Jamaica. We really don't want to
tell the story, but y'all been DMing us. Y'all been sending messages, calling us. Y'all been commenting, talking about, tell us about the story in Jamaica. Friends been telling us. We've been telling jokes behind the scenes. So here it is.
We're going to tell y'all the story today. This happened back in 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
And I'm just going to tell y'all right now, if you've never been on a cruise, or if you've been on a cruise and you just weren't sure about this, because this was probably our third cruise. When you get on the cruise ship, pay attention to the ship time.
The ship time.
Don't go by the time that's on your phone.
It might be behind an hour or ahead an hour or two. Ship time.
Before, when we were cruising, we didn't go by the ship time, but the ship time happened to be the time that was on our phone, so that's why we ended up being okay. But this time we missed this cruise ship. And so on this cruise, we were cruising to Jamaica and Grand Cayman. So Jamaica was the first port of call, and then Grand Cayman was supposed to be the second port of call.
It was those two or whatever, and you know, we was just chilling, you know, in Jamaica, doing what we do. We had, you know, kind of just wandered off and did our own thing, and we actually had an excursion that we did.
We had a really good day. So this was during the time, I don't know if y'all remember, a few years ago, this excursion was where you get on the horses and the horses kind of swim through the water.
When we booked the excursion, I think we had some people that came and picked us up from...
No, they didn't pick us up from the cruise.
So how we get to the beach? Because I can't remember.
I remember we got off of the cruise ship, and then there were some taxi drivers asking us what we would like to do, and we told them
so we got a taxi there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a taxi to our excursion.
Yeah, we got a taxi to our excursion. So we didn't do this excursion with the cruise ship. If you ever do an excursion through the cruise ship, they will never leave you. So that's the good thing about that. But we just kind of did our own thing.
Because what we did by doing it outside of the cruise ship, it was cheaper. And it ain't always good to do cheap, especially when you're doing with the cruise, because they're going to make it their priority to make sure their people are back on that ship. But when it's outside, it's like, yo, we can't contact this, whoop, whoop, that, and the third, but we're going to get to that. So, yeah, we did our excursion.
And a really great time. We had
and you know what?
Time.
Now that I think about it, we had actually went to some stores and did some souvenir shopping and stuff, because remember, I had the beanie with the dreadlocks.
After we did our excursion, we had decided to go back near the port, and we thought that we had about 2 hours left, but really we didn't have 2 hours left. So we were sitting down near the port. We could see the cruise ship, y'all, and we were eating some Jamaican food.
Yep, we were eating Jamaican food. I remember that, and it was good too.
Yeah.
There was some jerk chicken. It was rice and peas, plantains, all that. We were chopping it up. They telling us about Bob Marley, and you know, I mean, we just chopping it up with the locals and just relaxing. And what was so crazy, I get a phone call.
And I told him, don't answer the phone.
Yeah, he's like, don't answer that. You know, they're gonna be trying to charge you and all that. And I'm like, this is a Miami number. What Miami? They calling me?
And that's where we got on the cruise ship from Miami. So they were calling from a Miami.
So y'all, I'm looking at the phone like, Miami, like, what? Man, I'm about to finish eating that jerk chicken. What they talking about? So I end up letting that ring, and then it called again. I'm like, who could it be over here calling from Miami? You know what I mean? What they, let's finish eating. And, you know, so
then it called him again, and then I want to say a number had called me too. I think I didn't think about it at all.
We just didn't think that would be a thing. We was very confident that we was on good timing.
Yeah.
And everything. We enjoying ourselves. We was conversating with the people at the restaurant, just like chopping it up. A long story short, we got done eating or whatever.
And the lady that was at the restaurant, she asked us, did we come on a cruise ship? And we were saying, yeah. And then she was like, what time did your cruise ship leave? And we were telling her what time to leave. And she was just like, you sure? She's like, it's a cruise ship leaving right now. So we had turned around because like we said, we could see the cruise ship from the restaurant that we were at.
Oh, so the lady at the place told us that?
Yeah.
See, I ain't remember that. She remembered.
It was the lady at the place that had said something. She was asking us because we were having such a great conversation. She said, how did y'all get here? Did y'all come on a cruise ship or did y'all fly into Jamaica? And we were telling her we came on a cruise ship because at the time there was only one cruise ship at the port, I think. Or no, two. And there were two cruise ships at the port. And one cruise ship had just arrived not that long ago. And our cruise ship was the one that had just left. She asked us that and we were telling her that I think we still got 2 hours, and she said, you sure? Because it's a cruise ship leaving right now. And so we looked, and oh my God, y'all, like everything in me, I just panicked. We got up. Did we even take our food with us? I think we left everything.
Then we left the food.
And we just started running. We were running so fast. We ran.
We was like, hey,
We ran through
you
the
hit a ship.
Yeah, we ran through the was it border patrol?
We went through border control.
We ran through that. We weren't supposed to run through that.
We joking them. One then they.
But you know what?
We gotta catch our shit.
We're not supposed to run through that. We're supposed to check our IDs. So we ran through that, and they were, hey, come back here. You can't. And I was just like, no, our ship.
Listen, I was at the point where I was about to ready to jump into the water.
We both were. Because literally, like, the ship was right there. It just left. But I was just thinking about how I can't swim, and what if I die by jumping in? Then another thing, I had my phone on me. But what it really was is we didn't have our passports.
Really was like in panic.
That's why we were panicking.
And I don't really panic like that. So when I was like, oh, this ain't good. Like, what? Our passports on the, you know. Even after we run through the border patrol and all that, we right like by the dock where you can kind of see the ship going off, and we by the water and stuff. We still waving because we thinking that a ship can just turn around and come
that's
back.
what we were thinking. And the lady, she said the ship is not going to turn around.
She said the ship is not going to turn around, Ma. It's too late.
Can y'all just imagine us just running through the security and they, hey, y'all got to come back. And we out there by the ship getting ready to jump.
My heart was beating so
fast. Oh my God. I was panicking. I wanted to cry.
I wasn't at that point.
I wanted to cry because all I was thinking about is how are we going to make it back home? Our passports are on the ship. Our clothes are on the ship. All I had on was a bathing suit. I had a tank top on, and I had some little shorts on. You had a tank top on and some shorts on. We didn't have nothing with us. I had no toothbrush, no nothing. So yeah, after we had calmed down and we came back inside, after the lady said, look, they ain't coming back. And we were telling her, but our passports are on the ship. We don't have our passports. He said, I got your passports. And we were just like, how? Because you hid our passports. And guess where he hid them? Not a good hiding spot, y'all, obviously.
Under the mattress.
Underneath the mattress. That's where he put them. I was telling you to put them in the safe.
I was thinking, what would black people leave somewhere where they hiding something? Check under the bed. That's right, for $200.
But that's where he had them. He had them underneath the mattress. So y'all, they searched through our room. So they didn't just leave us. They did try to contact us. But I'm so glad that they went through our stuff. They ramshacked.
But one word of advice before we continue the story. If you are on a cruise, because some cruises you don't need passports to go to these places. Your ass is grass. If you go to some of these places, you ain't got no passport and you get left, you're going to go through a lot to get back home because you don't have the proper identification, you know, in order to fly and stuff. You would need that passport. So when you get left somewhere like that, you do not want that to happen. Luckily, we was able to get our passports and it wasn't no biggie. Right. Continue the story where we just left off.
So after we got our passports, another thing is when you're traveling, you got to make sure you have enough money just in case something goes wrong.
Facts.
We had to pay, I think it was like $260 something per person for us to fly to the next
next destination.
And thank God there was a next destination, because if there wasn't, it was gonna cost about $800 per person to fly back to.
Oh, but you know what? Remember, we was asking a lady and she was giving us all the different alternatives. She was saying like, well, you can drive to Kingston, or she was saying something like you could drive somewhere and they got something for the night, I believe, or something like. She said something like that, and we was like relieved because they told us different options. They was telling us. It
was somebody that had just got off work and they dropped us off at the bus station, and we took a bus to, I think, Kingston. Yeah,
we did. We went to Kingston for sure. And then
I can't remember how many hours that bus ride was. It was some hours.
I forgot about that bus.
We were on that bus for a minute, and we took that bus straight to the airport. And then I also remember we were contemplating back and forth to whether we wanted to get a hotel for the night, but we decided to not get a hotel because our flight was at 8 in the morning, and so we didn't want to risk not being able to get a Uber or a taxi or whatever, because we didn't know if Jamaica had an Uber or how the process was to summon a taxi.
I didn't remember that.
I remember that. So we were just like, you know what? No, let's not get a room. Let's just go straight to the airport, because we were pretty much blown.
It was cold in there too.
It was freezing because we didn't have no clothes on. We didn't have no clothes on. And I want to say we got to the airport maybe around 9 p.m. or something like that. And we stayed at the airport until our flight, 8 a.m. in the morning. So we were there all night, freezing. And luckily, you always bring your charger everywhere you go. So we had a charger to charge our phones.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
That ended up working out.
Everything ended up working out. We ended up getting on the plane.
And you know what? When we did get on the plane and stuff, and we had got back and reunited with the ship, we didn't even get out, because we been there already at Caymans.
Yeah, we had already been to Grand Cayman.
Man, look, we on the ship. Like,
yeah, we flew into Grand Cayman before.
Yeah, we had our own separate
and we were there for like 7 days. So after that situation and spending all that extra money that we really didn't want to spend, we just got on the ship and just stayed on the ship. I was ready to go home at that point. Yeah, that blew me.
Yeah, that blew me too.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
So that is the story, how we got left in Jamaica. Man, that was crazy there.
I don't wish that on nobody, because that was a traumatizing experience. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I didn't tell nobody about that. I have a story for Grand Cayman too. When we were in Grand Cayman, I got rushed to the hospital.
Oh yeah.
But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Yeah. If y'all really want to hear that story, we'll tell y'all that story.
So comment below if y'all want to hear that story. Because this one was just
I don't think I ever told nobody that story. Right. I don't even think my parents know that story. I was in an ambulance.
Oh, man.
That was crazy. If y'all don't take anything away from this story, I hope that y'all take this.
If you ever get off on a cruise ship, for one, this what y'all need to make sure y'all got. I recommend if you can't afford it and you just doing something, then it is what it is. But if you got this,
I wouldn't even get on a cruise ship without a passport.
Always keep your passport wherever you go. My grandmother always told me that.
I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and the guy, he said he leaves his passport on the ship. No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Take them with you. You can have a travel bag like this. Keep it on you at all times. You want to know why? Because you could have a situation where you in a hotel that's probably not the best, or even a good one. Room service or a housekeeping come in your room and they looking for something. They're looking for these. They end up taking your passport, you're in trouble. So keep it on you at all times.
At all times.
You get on a cruise. If you plan a cruise, if you don't got one, just go ahead get you one. Just to be on the safe side. You need these. Fellas, if you get your little man bag or something, this right here say today. Keep it on you. Don't go nowhere without it. I don't care if you going to go get a snack real quick and you leaving it in your room. shoot, I might jump in the pool with this on me. That's how tough I am with it. I'm going underwater with my travel bag. Underwater and everything. It don't matter.
I think they have bags for that though if you're gonna be swimming.
Hey, you ain't catching me slipping.
Yeah, I'm not leaving my passport. Not after that situation. But we ended up being really lucky. I'm so glad that they ransacked our room and they found our passports. You hid our passports underneath the mattress. And they found them and gave them to
I'm telling you, if that was Family Feud, they'll catch that one right away. Yeah. Where do black people hide their passports while traveling?
Underneath the mattress.
For $200. They gonna be on it quick.
Yeah, and you thought that was a good hiding spot.
I thought so. I was young and dumb.
Right, clearly.
So yeah, young and dumb.
Yeah, but yep, that is the story, y'all. And like we said, if y'all want to hear that other story, then just let us know in the comments. We have so many stories.
Drop a comment below.
We have so many stories.
We got a lot of them.
I'm telling you.
We show y'all the good, but we won't be showing y'all the bad.
We don't. But anyways, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this video,
like,
comment,
and subscribe.
And
hold on a second.
What you doing?
I see that there. Getting to know the grind.
Subscribe. We going up.
We going up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That's right.
We love you all. And we will see you guys in the next vlog.